Zulu warriors, Amabutho, in full traditional Zulu attire, were prominent among the mourners at the Ketom Tandayo Royal Palace. They came with thousands of mourners to bid their king a final farewell. It was a day to celebrate the life and legacy of the longest-serving AmaZulu monarch, King Goodwill Zwelithini Kabheka Zulu. The king was interred on Wednesday night in a private ceremony attended by male members of the royal family. Zulu cultural rituals were observed. Anglican Archbishop Thabo Makgoba delivered the Eucharist at the memorial service and also called for the quick rollout of COVID-19 vaccines.
We pray for a quick rollout of the vaccines which will restore our lives to a more normal state. I have spent the last few weeks campaigning here and abroad against vaccine apartheid. And I hope those of you with influence in the right circles will play your role in putting pressure on the international community to put as much emphasis on the lives of those in the developing world as on those in richer countries when it comes to distributing vaccines.
The king passed away in a Durban hospital last week from COVID-19 complications. The memorial service was attended by high-profile dignitaries from South Africa and abroad, including royalty. Princess Charlene of Monaco, who partnered with the king on a number of projects aimed at uplifting rural communities, was in attendance. Two of the king's daughters shared the reading of the obituary. In an emotional vote of thanks, the king's brother thanked South Africans for their support and comfort during their time of grief.
I know the word thank you might not seem like much, but your presence as the nation who have come to grieve with us is appreciated. I know that they are representatives of the Ngwane monarchy of Eswatini and other kingdoms. I can't name each and every one of them, but I would like to say to all of you, in the name of the royal household that has asked me to come forward and give thanks on their behalf, you're welcome. Your words of condolences mean a lot to us, from the national government to the provincial government, who helped us with preparing for Ukchala Wesilo. Everything went very well.
The king was hailed as a visionary leader and a development activist.
The IFP and the people of South Africa and KwaZulu-Natal will remember His Majesty for the legacy and the role he played. He revived the values, traditions, and culture of the African people who speak isiZulu. He revived the Reed ceremony, which attracted many young maids across South Africa. This Reed ceremony played a greater contribution in reducing the spread of HIV and AIDS. His Majesty will be remembered. He became a champion of education. He also became a champion in reviving the circumcision of young males.
His Majesty was described by his subjects as a caring and patriotic leader. His revival of age-old traditions left a lasting legacy.
We wish the bright future for the entire Zulu nation, and the only way to remember our own king is respect and know your culture and to unite all the tribe and nation and be exemplary to other tribes and to other cultures that are here in South Africa.
For the Amabutho, the young maidens, and ordinary people who came to witness the ceremony, this marked the end of a historical reign, the end of an era.